everyone, welcome to another video. So much to talk about. Of course, now they're talking recession and blaming Trump for that, even though you're going to find out that this was started under the Biden administration. Try to blame the stock market and the tariffs, but I told you that we're going to try to do this months and months ago. I mean, the Canadians in many countries have been tired of us to death for decades, I mean, including the Canadians, which turns out they were charged us a 250% tariff tax on chicken, meat, eggs, and dairy, and cheese. Time to return the favor. And yes, it's going to be rough. The stock market's taking a hit. I told you that was going to happen also. But it's going to rebound as Trump uses the old fiat system to get what he needs, to get what he wants, and then destroy and bring back a gold-back and probably a Bitcoin-based economy. Going back to the currency of the Bible, gold. That is the only way to do this. As the Europeans say, well, we will go on with this war with or without the United States. Now let me tell you what that means. People like Emmanuel Macron, you know, the one supporting it, you're going to find out one thing in common. They were all part of the central banking system. They were employed by the Rothschilds. In fact, I think the guy who's now running for the Liberal Party in Canada, if I'm not mistaken, is a former central banker employee. And says he won't be bullied by Trump and his tariffs. Folks, they have no choice. It's either save the system or they get beheaded for treason. And as this is going on, the left, all the liberals who tried to shove electric vehicles down our throat, who love these electric vehicles, are now trying to trash and burn Tesla dealership cars because of the Musk alliance with Trump. So leave it to the left to get what they want and then destroy it because they don't like the person and what they believe in. This is how stupid they are. And for the people who already bought Teslas and destroyed them, well, guess what? Musk got his money already. So you can do what you want with your Tesla. You're not, all you need to prove is how dumb you are. Meanwhile, here in the home state of New York, we have a problem with brush fires now out Long Island, out in Suffolk County. We haven't seen the likes of this since August of 1995. August of 1995. It is March. It's still winter in New York. We've had a pretty rainy and snowy season. So how is this possible? Probably the same way it happened down in California. Someone started them, and now they want federal funds. They already arrested someone down in the Myrtle Beach area for starting wildfires. Now, why South Carolina of all things? I don't get that one. Hey, unless we know the left ain't bright to begin with. And meanwhile, the correction officer strike. Apparently the union have reached another deal. I don't know if the union caved and signed to the first deal by the mediator or if this is a new one. I haven't been able to see it yet. But I've seen, from what I hear, some of the jails up north now are starting to cave in. Who knows? There's a lot of pressure on the southern tier jails to go back on strike. Again, if they don't get rid of the whole bill or overturn it, I hate to say it, but this is all for nothing. Because you're going to find out why they keep throwing money, offering these officers more money. This was never about money. They've told you that over and over again. But if you find out how many of these inmate rights groups gave PAC money to New York State officials, you'll see why they're so desperate not to overturn this HOLT Act. Meanwhile, it seems like we know why Big Mike, aka Michelle Obama, was not at the Trump inauguration or the Carter funeral. I haven't been seeing her. It seems like divorce is on the horizon for the Obamas. You know, Trump said something funny years ago. By the time I get through with this, it'll be like Obama never existed. And all the stuff that's going on, and all the stuff the Obamas are in, and all the conspiracy theories, which is proving more and more they weren't conspiracy theories, like the fact that Big Mike is a man and their daughters are not even their kids. It seems like the pressure is caving more on them. Now, meanwhile, I think a whole bunch of jobs were added in the month of February, most of them in the automotive industry, thanks to the tariffs. Because they don't want their cars to be priced more here than they already are. And if you look at the way some of these cars aren't moving off lots, and listen, there's a lot of dealerships, even Toyota and Honda, are having trouble selling cars because these prices have gotten out of hand. You look at Jeep. Jeep was an affordable off-roader. For some reason, they try to make them a luxury like Land Rover, and it's not working. Today, I saw a brand new 2023 Grand Wagoneer at a dealership right by me. 2023, brand new, 36 miles on the odometer. Retail price, $122,000. They've discounted down to $99,500. That's over $22,000 off the sticker price. Still, you're going to take a depreciation hit once you drive that thing off the lot because it's already 2 years old. But better days are coming. You just keep the country in prayer. It's going to be bumpy. More things are getting exposed. And you think they're burning Teslas now? It's going to start with Teslas, but it's going to keep on going. When they find out all this money that Doge is tracking from USAID, where it's going, and who it's being laundered to, and who's coming back and getting all the kickbacks, you're going to see a lot of riots in the streets. Meanwhile, it seems like Joe Biden forced President Maduro of Venezuela to release that violent gang in the United States from their jails. Maduro came out, I think it was today, yesterday, and threw him under the bus, saying that he wanted them in this country. Now, if that's the case, that can be proven. Just more proof that Biden led the invasion against the United States. That's treason. And since Trump declared the Mexican cartels as terrorist organization, and we know for a fact that Katie Hobbs, the governor of Arizona, and her husband have ties with the cartels, guess who can be brought up on treason charges? That's right, Katie Hobbs. And if that happens, if it is treason, He has no immunity. So all the players, the small players like McConnell, who are bowing out gracefully, all these CEOs, and we've seen now, what, 222 CEOs from around the globe just resigned. This is a record. I think it's all in the month of February. The big players who have their lives to lose based on it, they're going to stick it into the better end. They got no choice. And you're starting to see it from the leaders in this country, and you're starting to see it from the leaders over in Europe right now. But even they admit it, they need the United States in order to do this right. Even though said they'll go without the United States. Europe, good luck. Because the Italians, the Polish, and Hungarians already said, we're not giving money and we're not sending soldiers or military personnel. And many European countries have followed. So who's left? Britain, France, Germany, the biggest players in the old EU, even though Great Britain's not part of the EU no more. The plot thickens, everyone. Keep the country in prayer. Comments down below what your opinion like to know. And we'll talk to you later.